What's up, ladies and gents? It's Idaho Dub with another NCAA Road to Glory video. We are at home this week taking on Mississippi State. MISSISSIPPI. They used to be one of my favorite jokes. Can you spell Mississippi with one I? Then you cover one of your eyes. Bam! When you go to school tomorrow, hit somebody with that joke. Guarantee you're going to get some laughs. We're ranked number 6 in the country. Not moving. We're stagnant. Same spot we were last week. Ooh, that was almost a pick, Dub. And we're down early, quick. This is not good. This is not good at all. Speaking of not good, you guys probably, I don't know if you guys tuned in to I.D.G.A.F radio earlier this week, but disturbing news about Idaho Dub. Not only can he not hold on to the ball, as you just saw, but apparently ID3 is on video in a Walmart parking lot with Des Bryant. It's some disturbing news, guys. So you have to stay tuned, see what that crackpot radio station has in store for you in the future. Oh, there we go. That was the most awkward and weird pitch I've ever seen in my life. But I'll take it. How are we down 14-0 already? What? The game must have realized that Mississippi State was good this year. And they're like, we're going to make them good. ID3 senior year. Ooh, look at that dude just running. All right, let's punch it in here, boys. There we go. In for 6. DeMario Scott, my man. Nice run. See, we just throw any running back we have to in here, and they work. And apparently that's what Dallas thinks they can do, because we're letting DeMarco test free agency. Now, I kind of talked about this a little bit before, but in the last video, or 2 videos ago, I guess. If you count the radio station video as a video. But in the last RTG video I put up, I talked a little bit about DeMarco testing free agency, and I am torn on this, but I think overall it's going to be a good thing. What's crazy is how LaShawn McCoy just got kicked to the Bills. Well, actually, I guess it's not that crazy. It's crazy that, I think it's more crazy that people think it's crazy, if that makes any crazy sense. I wouldn't have traded him for, Kiko Alonso is good, do not get me wrong, but Chip Kelly, like, why doesn't he just, this year in the draft, just say, I'll take all of the Oregon Ducks? Like, he's just stacking up Ducks on his team. You know, they haven't won a national championship yet, so, I mean, that might not be a good thing to have all Ducks on your team, Chip. Ooh, shots fired. That's where I need, like, a soundbite where just, like, guns get shot off. Anywho, it's interesting to see kind of the way the NFL is heading, because NFL teams don't want to pay running backs anymore. They have a very short life cycle, and once they are due big money, they're like, whatever. I mean, we'll just go get somebody else. We'll get somebody else who's durable and can get the job done in such a pass-heavy league. There we go, Dub. Nice throw. That'll help your Heisman chances, my man. So it's interesting to see how things are going. It kind of does suck, though, if DeMarco does end up leaving, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I wouldn't mind seeing Melvin Gordon come. If I was like a stud athlete now, though, I would not be trying to play running back. I would either try to be a wideout or a quarterback, or I guess if you have tons of speed and stuff, be defense. But I think it's just better to be offense anyways, man, because you're less. I mean, I would say you're less, maybe not less likely to get concussed, but you're not getting hit every single play if you're a skill position, And so I think wide receiver or quarterback's what I would try to play if I was just some young stud coming up. Maybe somebody out there listening to this right now, they're like, Dub, I was going to be a running back until you said that I should probably be a quarterback wide receiver. Remember that when you get the big paycheck. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? It's kind of interesting, in my opinion, to see the way the NFL is going with running backs. And the one sad thing about it is, I mean, not only do if you get attached to a running back, you may not get to, watch them for years to come, and that kind of sucks because, before you would have, like, for instance, Emmitt Smith. I'm a huge Emmitt Smith fan. He was like the go-to guy, right? He is the Dallas Cowboys, and the way the NFL is now, it's like, we have a quarterback for 2-3 years. And then we get rid of them because they're supposed to get paid, $15 million a year or whatever it is. I think Adrian Peterson gets like 12 a year or something. And it kind of sucks because then you don't get to, you're constantly having a new face in there. And I don't know. It's kind of, I guess at the end of the day, it's a business, and most of the time, the running backs don't have a long shelf life, but It's kind of sad nonetheless. What's going to suck, though, and there's going to be those situations where they're like the running backs hit his prime, like Adrian Peterson. I think he turns 30 this year. He's probably going to still be a beast, right? But he's kind of the outlier. Like, not every running back is going to be like that. Like, when most people have turned 30 and have 2,500 carries like he has, or I think he might even have more than that, they're not going to be as good. So he's the outlier, right? He's the exception. But I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that. I feel like I dragged that out way longer than I wanted to drag that out, because I really wanted to talk politics tonight. I'm just kidding. I do not want to talk any politics. Just real quick, though, I have to give you an update, since I haven't given you an update in some time. As you know, I don't really pay attention to basketball. I follow the Blazers a little bit, but not much. But, yeah, so as you know, or some of you may know, I joined a fantasy basketball league this year. And things were going really well to start the season, but things have slipped recently. I'm on like a, 7-game losing streak or something. Anyways, I'm 7 for 10. I'm sitting at the bottom. I'm 7 in 10, 7 wins, 10 losses. I'm 5 games back in my conference, but I am currently sitting in 7th place out of 10 teams. So, I just want to give you an update on that. And speaking of basketball, since it is March, and March Madness is right around the corner, I'm going to try and do an Idaho Dub League this year. I will post that on the Idaho Dub Facebook page, so make sure that you like the Idaho Dub Facebook page, even though, in the future, actually, you know what, you should still like it, because even though I won't be putting up videos, on the channel once I'm done with these series, I might still post stuff on the Idaho Dub Facebook page. I don't know, maybe occasionally I'll throw up a video on here. I haven't decided yet. The last few videos, people have really just been lobbying for me to continue to upload infrequently like I already do. The only concern I have is that I don't really play video games anymore. So if I'm out of video footage, it's not gonna do me any good to be like, yeah, I'll upload infrequently, like never, because I never play video games anymore. I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be enough time. But anywho, this has turned into quite a shootout here. 31-21, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. ID3 steps back, scanning, looking, boom, Daniel Craig. He's a wide receiver. Daniel Craig. Isn't Daniel Craig? I'm trying to think of who he is, actually. He's not no, that's Craig Ferguson. Daniel Craig. Why can't I think of what movie that guy's in? He's like an action guy, right? Daniel Craig. I'm not going to spend too much. Oh, TIP, he's still here? That's how infrequently I played this game. I'm like, oh, Tip's still here. That's like the one guy that remains on the squad from my first year. All right, ID3 rolling out. Ooh, Sac City. That's negative 26 Coach Trust points. Hand off to Ingram. Look at that. Just Michael Ingram, dude, just put in any running back. Just sub him in, and we're just going to do work on the ground. 38-28, Mississippi State hanging in there, doing the best they can. All right, now, whoo, look at that boy Ingram run. This is nice. Dub keeping it this time. One more first down. They're burning those timeouts. Just burning, and burning. That's not a song, but, I just remix running. Okay. 3rd and 1, Michael Ingram. Coach doesn't look happy right now. ID3 sets back, scanning the field, rolls to the right. You know what he's going to do. He's going to keep it. It's a keeper. That's a keeper. All right, 16 yards. ID3 might be the player of the game. I don't know. He hasn't. We have handed the ball off for a lot of scores, but he's been doing some work on the ground this year. I just kind of went all out, man. When it's your last season, you just kind of just give it your all, right? All right, ID3 scanning. Ooh, look at that dude. All right. 2nd and 3, ID3 scanning the field. Boom. Eric Allen in for 14 yards. Vandy tossing up some points this game. 44 points. Whew. That's nice. ID3 with a nice game. That's the play of the game right there. The last play of the game, or the last touchdown, I guess, is the play of the game. I don't like when they do that. I feel like that wasn't the play of the game. That probably would have came earlier when we, jumped out and took a demanding lead. There's your player of the game, Dub, with 340 or 374 all-purpose yards. Trying to just stay on that Heisman watch list. Whew. Papa Molly, I'm sweating. That's going to do it, though. 45-28 is your final score. stay tuned. We are going to see if if we have any more information on this ID3 rumor going on. 45-28, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you kindly.
Monday in the nutsack, wedgie Wednesday's butt crack. I'm coming hard for Friday, and if you're not, get the fuck